Alright, howdy folks, this is Kyle Brown with Clawhammer Supply, world's foremost expert on his own opinion and guy with the Reddit account. Speaking of, I used this Reddit account to recently ask the members of r/homebrewing what they're brewing right now and what they plan on brewing this next coming year. I postulated that it would be extremes and memes based on what we see are doing well on our YouTube channel. For example, stuff like double IPAs, really dark IPAs, hooch made with Mountain Dew and Welch's grape juice. Those seem to be bringing in the views, which makes me think that people might be interested in making that kind of stuff. However, I was surprised to learn that most people are taking the exact opposite approach. So if you are looking for ideas for what to brew during this coming year, follow along with me on this journey through the results I got in this Reddit post. I got some really good ideas from the results, and maybe you will too. Alright, r/homebrewing results. The number one upvoted post was from Kenny MFG, who says he's brewing a dark, mild, delicious, cheap, low alcohol, not widely available commercially, fun, cheap, and delicious. I would agree with all of those things. And that got 35 upvotes. So what's a dark mild? It's a dark, low gravity, malt focused British session ale, readily suited to drinking in quantity. The ABV on a dark mild, 3 to 3.8%. So super duper low compared to what I was thinking that people would be interested in, which would be the exact opposite: double IPAs and really high octane, Russian Imperial Stout type stuff. So got 35 upvotes, a number of people who commented to basically say they agreed. The next most upvoted post was by Paleo Humulus, who says that they're doing a lot of Pilsners lately, so especially German Pils style beers. So I've been brewing pretty regularly for 16 years, and I feel like the super experimental stuff is mostly behind me. If I make it, it's in a 2.5 gallon batch because I enjoy them briefly, but don't want a full 5 gallons of high ABV or potentially weird beer. Yeah, that's funny because we tend to do a lot of experimentation here on this channel. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it does not. I tend to drink a lot of German Pilsners though, and I just bought a brown ale to drink yesterday on the stream I did with Homebrew for Life. There were plenty of experimental weird options at the bottle shop. Well, I did buy one. I bought a peanut butter and jelly beer, and you know what, honestly, it was good, but it wasn't great. So yeah, I kind of agree there. So that post got 16 upvotes. Mike This says, I just did 2 beers for Cask Fest, a Mexican style lager, but with Kvike and salt, aged on tequila, and then vanilla bourbon porter. So that sounds like a little experimenty, but maybe not all the way. Mexican lagers seem to be super popular right now, so I guess I'm not surprised to see that post did relatively well, got 9 upvotes. I'm not sure what the aged on tequila means. Maybe y'all can clarify that for me in the comments of this video. Here's another Mexican Pilsner, Baltic Porter. So this is kind of what I was thinking we'd see a lot of, like the super heavy duty stuff. A tropical stout, so like a weird stout, a barley wine, a sweet stout. That's kind of what I was thinking we'd see, but you just didn't really see that many comments and votes for stuff like that. So I have an IPA and Schwarz Beer I'm making this weekend. Basically, Schwarz Beer is just another dark lager. It's a German lager that balances roasted yet smooth malt flavors with moderate hop bitterness. They actually left a recipe here for it as well. I like that they're using this 3470 lager here, so you can ferment this lager at higher temp and you're not going to get like weird fruity off flavors. It's still going to have very much a lager vibe to it. MTB Analyst, hey Kyle, love your channel. Keep posting videos. Thanks, appreciate that. I like to brew IPA stout, Hefeweizens, and Belgian styles. Sweet. Another vote for dark lager, so Czech dark lager and a Dunkelweizen. So Dunkelweizen, just think like a German wheat beer, right? With the, like the spicy clovey banana flavors, but it's dark. Sounds delightful to me. So here we have a vote for a low sort of like an English style Valky, I don't know. Has on tap a 3.3% ordinary bitter lagering a 14-degree pale for the winter solstice and toying with brewing my house best bitter this weekend. So yeah, ordinary bitter, like another super low ABV session style beer, which I really enjoy. Bonus points if you brew one of those and you pop it on a beer engine like the one that I have here that I should have set up somewhere but don't. So this is what I meant by, I think this is going to inspire me, I think, to brew another beer that we could toss on that guy there. I do really like the idea of brewing a winter solstice lager, a beer for the darkest, shortest day of the year. Therefore I am says one of my favorite styles that I don't see brewed enough, both on homebrew and commercial style in my area, is the California Common. Whenever I have it on tap at home, I introduce to someone to style, their reaction is, ooh, that's something special. Alright, so the rest of the post actually didn't have that many upvotes, although there were a lot of repeat mentions in there. What I've done is I've plugged the entire thread into ChatGPT and just had it do a summary for me. So just based on what we're seeing, all things considered, and I also asked ChatGPT to consider the upvotes. The top ranked styles are as follows. Dark Mild mentions 8 upvotes, 35 for a total of 43. That's really what was most surprising to me, but also then I guess I'm not that surprised, because as soon as I saw Dark Mild, I thought, man, I should brew one of those or a couple of those this coming year. German Pilsners came in with a total of 25. There were a lot of mentions for Saison, and I haven't done a Saison since, well, really haven't done a true Saison in a long time. I did a few ciders last year with some Saison yeast and they turned out great. Mexican lager, I've done a few of those. I probably won't brew one, but they are pretty popular right now. Dry stout, yeah, I've done plenty of those, probably will. Belgian styles, not my favorite style, but those were pretty popular as well. A total of 18, 8 mentions, 10 upvotes. The Schwarz beers, and that kind of falls into the category of like the darker lager, and those I think did really well if you were to combine them all. But just Schwarz Beer on its own had 5 mentions and 12 upvotes. Cream ale, a style I've done once and I just kind of got weird with it. I put it on nitro. It actually was pretty good. Probably won't brew that one, but it's cool that it was mentioned. I guess like the best ordinary bitter, that kind of falls under this, Dark Mild, and just like in the terms of it being a very low ABV beer style. Let's quickly run through the rest of the list, and then I just want to mention something that I found to be very interesting. So we got some porter, Hefeweizen, amber and dark lager, American pale ales, some barley wines, Baltic porter. So now we're getting into the heavier stuff here. Kolsch, haven't even considered brewing one of those in a long time. And then just a single mention for a sour beer, and then a tropical stout. The thing that was noticeable to me was the lack of mentions and votes for IPAs. So not a whole lot of mentions. General IPAs just got 4 mentions, hazies 4, West Coast 3, doubles 2, total of 13 mentions, and then a total of 28 upvotes for these styles in the results. So I guess people aren't going to be brewing the IPAs so much this year. I think what this tells me is that I need to brew a lower style, a lower ABV, like Dark Mild or an ordinary bitter or something like that. I need to put it on the beer engine, and I think we're gonna maybe shelf the IPA for a while. I think maybe this is what people are interested in drinking, and maybe this is what they want to see. Certainly got me excited to make and drink a few, so that's what I'm gonna do. Thanks to everybody who responded to my question on the Reddit post. It was really cool to see what everybody's brewing. I certainly gained some insights and I was inspired as well. So this is gonna change how I approach this coming year. Hopefully you all got something out of this video as well. Thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, and if you like this video, give it an upvote. Thanks, see ya.